East Dulwich dads are very good at knowing how to walk with the buggy. I don't know whether you've been to other areas like Peckham or Camberwell, but you'll notice that dads there walk with their buggies like this. In East Dulwich we do things a bit differently. If you just wait a moment. Thank you. We do what I like to call mindful buggy walking. Now, in an emergency, it's very important for the child to know what's coming up. If there's a squirrel suddenly runs out in front, or a cat, or there's just some kerfuffle on the high street, we tap the handle like that. So the child knows that when I go this, he knows that there's an emergency stop coming, and I'll show you what I mean. Emergency. So the child knows that this sound means that he can prepare himself, and often my child, he grips the sides of the buggy, so when I do this, he's gripping and we're stopping. So it's all done, you know, cleanly, safely. Now obviously we're not the only buggy on the road, so when you're walking along and you see a buggy coming towards you, it's very important to know which side of the pavement to carry on walking. Let's assume that there's a buggy coming sort of towards me at fairly high speed. What do I do? Well, obviously I have to move, so I'm going to show you how I do it. I see the buggy coming towards me and I just move round to the left, and then I carry on straight. If I'm on the left hand side and say there's a child coming towards me on a scooter, then I do exactly the same but to the right. I move round to the right. I'm going to show you now the best way of taking your child out and putting down the buggy when you're visiting a friend. First thing I do is apply the brakes, and then I have to take the child out. I lift the child out. Now this is a busy road. It's not very busy, but it is busy, so I'm left with the decision: do I put my child down here in order to be free and perhaps dangerously go near the curb, or do I leave the child and, in a sense, on me like that, like this? I've made the decision to leave the child on me. I'm now going to put the buggy down. As you can see, it's not that easy, but I've done it. Child in my arm. Buggy is now collapsed. I'm going to ring the bell first before I put the buggy, because the buggy is in a fairly safe position. There's no one coming on my inside, so I'm fairly safe. When I hear my friend come down the stairs, I will then, in anticipation if you like, still with the child in my arm, bend down like this. Never do this, by the way. Never bend down like that, for two reasons. One, because the child could drop out of your grip and bang his head on the ground, and two, you could injure your back. So I'll bend down like that, using my plie, if you like, my knees, bending my legs, and I'll take the buggy with one grip and lift it up like that, put it against the wall, ready for my friend to help me. So here I am, if you like, in the finishing position.